Earth is the only planet in our solar system that offers endless climate diversity for a vast range of living creatures. A protective ozone layer, the perfect distance from the sun, electromagnetic fields, and an abundance of fresh water. All of these conditions are essential for sustaining life on the planet. But in some parts of Earth, nature is far from comfortable or friendly. Today, you're about to discover 10 places on Earth with the most extreme climates. Let's go. The driest place on Earth. In the middle of Antarctica's vast snow and ice-covered wilderness lies a dark scar on the landscape. These are the McMurdo Dry Valleys. Today, they are considered the driest place on our planet. For millions of years, there has been neither rain nor snow there. The dry valleys cover an area of around 4,800 square kilometers. Temperatures can drop to minus 50 degrees Celsius, and for 4 months of the year, the region is locked in polar night. This otherworldly place remains dry because the transantarctic mountains block moisture coming from the south toward the continental ice sheet. Dry Antarctic winds sweep away the packed snowdrifts from the mountains, while descending warm air absorbs the cold, causing any moisture to evaporate. That is why the dry valleys have gone so long without rain or snowfall. At first glance, it may seem like nothing can survive there, but that is not true. The valleys contain lakes covered in ice, where algae continue to grow and bacteria still thrive beneath the frozen surface. Interestingly, the natural conditions on Mars are very similar to those found in the dry valleys. Because of this, NASA tested the Viking spacecraft there before launching missions to explore the red planet. The wettest place on Earth. In the villages of northeastern India, near the town of Mawsynram, locals often use thick layers of grass to soundproof the roofs of their homes. Heavy rain falls here so constantly that a special sign was installed for tourists, announcing that this is the wettest place on Earth. Yet many residents themselves do not even realize that their homeland made it into the Guinness World Records as the rainiest place on the planet. On average, the region receives around 11,871 millimeters of rainfall every year. The locals have long adapted to these conditions and usually go outside carrying giant umbrella-like shields on their backs, known as nups. These traditional umbrellas are made from bamboo and banana leaves. Even for the local people, living under endless rain is not easy. And for tourists, it is even harder. Most visitors do not stay for long. Hoping for a sunny day in this region is almost pointless. The coldest place on Earth. Bright sunshine often shines over Vostok Station in Antarctica, but it provides very little warmth. This is the coldest place on Earth. It was here that the lowest temperature ever recorded on the planet was measured, minus 89.2 degrees Celsius. Yet even in this harsh environment, people live and work. The station is located at what is known as the southern pole of cold. Powerful blizzards can rage here for days without stopping. People are able to survive only because of the station's specially designed buildings, which are constructed and heated to withstand the extreme Antarctic climate. The flattest place on Earth. Salar de Uyuni, a vast salt flat in Bolivia. This is the flattest place on Earth, covering more than 10,000 square kilometers. It lies high in the Andes and leaves a truly unforgettable impression on visitors. It feels as though you have stepped into a world where all sense of direction has disappeared. During the rainy season, a thin layer of water transforms the salt flat into a giant mirror where the sky and the ground seem to merge into one. At times, it becomes almost impossible to tell where the horizon ends and the sky begins. Despite its harsh conditions, this region is home to a wide variety of wildlife. Pink flamingos, vicuñas, llamas, and other animals of the high Andes can all be found here. This remarkable place looks like something from another planet. Endless white plains, intricate salt patterns, dry air, and almost no vegetation create the feeling that you are no longer on Earth, but somewhere far out in space. the windiest place on Earth. If you love powerful winds and the feeling of standing up to the forces of nature, then a journey to Commonwealth Bay might be for you. Located in Antarctica, this bay stretches nearly 48 kilometers across and is known as the windiest place on our planet. The extreme winds are caused by powerful air currents that rush through the crescent-shaped bay, accelerating as they merge and funnel together. Both the Guinness World Records and National Geographic have recognized the bay as the home of the blizzard. Wind speeds here can sometimes exceed 240 kilometers per hour, while the average annual wind speed is around 80 kilometers per hour. The most intense storms usually occur during the Antarctic winter. And while the local wildlife seems perfectly adapted to these harsh conditions, we would not recommend visiting the bay without proper preparation. Let us know in the comments. Would you travel to any of the places featured in this video out of curiosity or for the experience? Or would you rather not take the risk? The highest place on Earth. Most people believe that Mount Everest is the highest point on Earth, but it all depends on how you measure height. In reality, the title of the point farthest from the center of Earth belongs to Chimborazo. This ancient stratovolcano lies almost directly on the equator and is little known outside South America. The reason is that our planet is not a perfect sphere. It is slightly flattened at the poles and bulges outward around the equator. As a result, peaks located closer to the equator are farther from Earth's center. That is why the summit of Chimborazo is approximately 2 kilometers farther from the center of the planet than the summit of Mount Everest. So, while Everest remains the tallest mountain above sea level, Chimborazo is considered the point on Earth's surface closest to outer space, attracting travelers, climbers, and adventure seekers from around the world. The deepest cave on Earth. The Krubra Cave boasts an astonishing depth of 2,197 meters. For many years, it was considered the deepest cave on our planet. To grasp its scale, imagine 7.5 Eiffel Towers stacked on top of one another. That is roughly how deep Krubra reaches. Also known as Veronia Cave, it is located in the Arabica Massif. Thanks to its incredible dimensions, it earned the nickname the Everest of Caves. Krubra was discovered in 1960, and for decades, speleologists continued uncovering new sections of its vast underground world. In 2001, Krubra was officially recognized as the deepest cave on Earth and held that record until 2017. That was when researchers completed the exploration of another giant cave in the same Arabica Massif, Veryovkina Cave. According to surveys conducted in 2017 and 2018, Veryovkina reached a depth of 2,212 meters. That is 15 meters deeper than Krubra, allowing it to claim the title of the world's deepest known cave. So today, the record belongs to Veryovkina Cave, while Krubra remains one of the most remarkable and legendary caves ever explored by humans. The coldest and hottest city. The small town of Verkhoyansk, located in Yakutia, Russia, is officially recognized as one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth. Verkhoyansk was founded back in 1638. It was once used as a place of exile for political dissidents and participants in various uprisings, and was originally known as the Verkhoyansk Ostrog. Today, the town has a population of around 1,100 people. That is hardly surprising, as not many are willing to live in such harsh conditions. The lowest temperature ever recorded in Verkhoyansk was a staggering -67.7 degrees Celsius. Yet in June, temperatures can climb as high as 38 degrees Celsius. Even so, frost can still occur during the region's short summer season. As for the hottest city in the world, many experts point to the Mexican city of San Luis Rio Colorado. It was built on the edge of what was once the Sonoran Desert. Today, it is home to an important river port and has a population of just over 192,000 people. San Luis Rio Colorado has mild winters and extremely hot summers. In June 1952, the temperature reportedly reached 52 degrees Celsius, which is often cited as a record for a city. But many local residents believe that was not the highest temperature ever recorded there. According to local accounts, conditions were even hotter in July 1966, when thermometers reportedly exceeded 58.5 degrees Celsius. However, many scientists dispute such claims and debate how the title of the world's hottest city should be determined. For example, according to the World Meteorological Organization, the hottest city on Earth is often considered to be Bangkok, not because of extreme temperature peaks, but because of its consistently high temperatures throughout the year. The city's average annual temperature is around 29 degrees Celsius. The hottest place on Earth. The name Death Valley may sound overly dramatic. However, this basin, located in California's Mojave Desert, is fully capable of creating truly hellish conditions. Visitors face a number of dangers here, including venomous snakes, spiders, and scorpions, as well as abandoned mine shafts and old tunnels. But the greatest danger of all is the extreme heat. The highest air temperature ever recorded here was measured in 1913, when the thermometer reached 56.7 degrees Celsius in the shade. Ground temperatures can sometimes exceed 93 degrees Celsius. Unsurprisingly, such conditions create a landscape of constant drought. Those brave enough to explore Death Valley are strongly advised to avoid direct sunlight during the hottest hours of the day and to carry plenty of drinking water at all times. Our planet is full of places that seem impossible. Frozen deserts, endless storms, scorching heat, and caves that plunge more than 2 kilometers underground. These extreme locations remind us just how powerful and how extraordinary nature can be. Which place surprised you the most? And which one would you actually visit? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible facts about our world.